Hi everyone! Today we are going to be looking at and unboxing the Akai MPK Mini Plus. This is a 39-key MIDI keyboard, so make sure to stick around till the end to see what it's all about. Before we start, here are some timestamps for your reference, so feel free to skip around. Here we can see some cool pictures and information on the box, but let's get into it and open it up. First, there is a bag with a manual and some cables. I believe this is the cable to connect the keyboard to your laptop, but we will look at that later. Next, there is the MIDI keyboard itself. Here is our Akai MPK Mini Plus. In the bag is our USB cable, and the instruction manual, and other information pamphlets. Let's open up the cable bag. Now, here is the Akai MPK Mini Plus itself. And there's some plastic protecting the keys. So here, for setup, we can start by just plugging in the MIDI keyboard. It simply uses this USB cable that goes from USB-B to USB-A. Additionally, if needed, you can plug in a USB adapter to go to USB Type-C. Now, simply all we need to do is plug this one cable into a computer with the DAW software, and we are all set. The keyboard will both receive its power and send MIDI signals through this cable, so there is no other power cable needed. This finalizes your hardware setup, and you are ready to play. So something I love about this MIDI keyboard are the keys themselves. This MIDI keyboard has 37 keys, giving it 3 full octaves for you to play at once. It's also nice because with the 3 octaves and small keys, you can play really big chords. Now let me walk you through all of the buttons and functions. This is the pitch and mod joystick that Akai includes on all of their MIDI keyboards. The pitch bend will be on this axis, and the modulation will be like this. While it works, I find it a little bit awkward to use, which is why it's nice they included your traditional pitch and mod wheels here as well. Big plus. Here is its built-in arpeggiator and the tempo tap button to help control it. The arpeggiator is very customizable in terms of playing notes top-down or bottom-up and various other parameters. Here are the octave up and down buttons which transpose what you are playing octaves up or down, giving you an even bigger range of your keyboard than just the 3 octaves of keys. Here is the full level button which, once toggled, ensures that all the outputs are playing at the maximum level in volume. And then that brings us to the 8 drum pads. These bring the same high-quality drum pads that we know and love from Akai. These are some of the best on the market. Next, we have a bank A and B button. While there are only 8 physical finger drum pads, by switching to a second bank of sounds, we virtually have 16. Next, we have these scales and chords buttons that will play either scales or chords, depending on which note you play and what scale you set. Then we have a home and shift button for the user interface, and a program select button to choose whatever DAW you are using. Included on the MPK Mini Plus is this small LCD screen that will give us visual feedback on how much we are using things like the mod wheel or other knobs. Additionally, we have this knob to navigate the menu. Here we have a set of buttons that give us transport controls, as well as our onboard sequencer. For DAW controls, in addition to the transport controls, we are given these knobs to control parameters in your plugged-in device. Lastly, on the back, we are given our USB port for a computer, a sustained pedal port, standard MIDI in and out, and CV and clock ports as well. This can be used to connect to a hardware synth if you wanted. And that concludes our look at this Akai MPK Mini Plus. Please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.